Hello and welcome on 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adini Ajishafe. We have to quickly look at activities in the world of sport again. We start with the Nigerian Super Falcons. They play friendly against USA, the first leg, and it ended 4-0 in favor of United States of America women national team, USAWNT as they call them, over there in Kansas City. It was a tough one. Our ladies fought hard, but they lost that game. Well, right now, the coach of that team, that's Coach Randy Waldum, says we focus more on performance, not the result, because they want to use this to fine-tune the team ahead of World Cup, and that's why they are playing not about the result, but about the performance of the ladies. Even though we cannot get all the Super Falcons player, the main team ready, but at least let's begin to see how we can gel with others. We have 4 Falconer players in this team, and they were also featured. Now, you'll be playing against them on Tuesday to see how they can also, if they can do better in the second match that will be coming up in Washington, D.C. Joining me to talk sport right now is Naziru Jamajo. Naziru, are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, I've actually been talking about the international friendly between Nigeria and Super Falcons versus USA, and it ended 4-0. But the coach of Super Falcons around the world said, well, it's not about result, it's about the performance. They are really fine-tuning the team, talking about the Super Falcons ahead of World Cup. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think, of course, the result doesn't matter because when it comes to women football, when you look at the United States of America, you can't compare them with the Super Falcons of Nigeria because they are a team that has been challenging of winning such kind of tournament.
Okay, it seems network is not happening right now. While Jamajo will be waiting for you to still join us, we'll be taking the stories as it goes. Now, we've been talking concerning the international friendly that has to do with Nigeria versus USA. We lost 4-0 in the first leg, and the second leg will be coming up on Tuesday over there in Washington. Okay, Jamajo, you are back. Let's have you.
Yes, like I was saying, when you look at it, the way the our American national team was playing when it comes to women's football, they are the ones on top. They are the ones who won the World Cup the last time the World Cup went down. So you can't compare them. And this is the 7th time that they are beating the Super Falcons of Nigeria. So these teams can't be comparable on paper and also on the pitch. But apart from that, looking at the performances of the Super Falcons of Nigeria yesterday, when you look at the way they played in the first half, it was just a first 45 minutes for them to forget. They conceded 3 goals, but after the halftime, at least they improved. At least they show a bit of so many things in the second half, especially the last 30 minutes of that game. We have seen a different Super Falcons compared to once that started the game. So if the coach is making reference with that, agreed, you have seen a better Super Falcons side because they threatened, especially in the last the last quarter of the game. They actually tried their best to make sure that they get something out of it. But the American goalkeeper was on top of our game, so she actually kept them out. And I'm impressed with the way Randy Waldum brings in 4 players from the team that participated in the Under-20 World Cup. That is a very good feat because at some point during the African Women's Cup of Nations, it was clear that the team needs a little bit of refreshment, and he's trying to do that because we are on the verge of having the Women's World Cup, so it is a good one, I think, for them. But the performances, if he's taking the last 30 minutes of the game, it's okay. But apart from that, I don't really think that the performance of the team, it doesn't look good at all. Only the 30 minutes. I can take the last 30 minutes.
Even though we know that it's not too good for the fact that they lost by a wide margin against USA. The second leg will be coming up in Washington, D.C., and Nigerians are hoping that at least, okay, let them up their game against USA in the second leg. But we know that the main Falcon players, a lot of them, the stars, they are not there. Oshoala, Okobi, a lot of them, Odega, you can mention their names like that. But at least the one that we have, they should be able to close that gap a bit against USA in the second leg.
Yeah, if they would play the second leg like they played the last 30 minutes, because sometimes the players need a little bit of time on the pitch so that they can go ahead and adapt to actually what they are having at the moment. So if they can go ahead and get that 30 minutes transform it into 45 minutes or maybe 50 or 60 minutes, then at the end of the day, the Americans will not beat the Super Falcons again like that. 4-0 thrashing is not an easy one. At least let's get beaten 2-1 or maybe 1-0. That would be understandable, and that would actually not hurt a lot of people. But getting beaten by 4 goals is going to be difficult. Like you have mentioned, so many people are out there. Isaac Oshola is not there. Halimat and they also on AB. Most of the players that actually participated in the team for the Super Falcons when it comes to the Africa Cup missions weren't there, but they got beaten. They should be doing better. I think they should be doing better, and the coach needs to fix 1 or 2 things in the team so that they can go ahead and continue playing the way it is expected. This is a team that has won the African Cup Nations 9 times. This is a team that has competed into the quarterfinals of the Africa Women's Cup Nations. They should be doing better, I think, right now. It is in the second leg. We expect.
Network is not really our friend, even though Jamajo. Okay. We still have him there. Network seems not to be going well. Well, before you go, Jamajo, let's look at Tobiloba Amusan. She ran a race of her life again over there at Eastaf International Stadium first in Germany. She was able to win another one, good one for her, by actually running 12.45 seconds again. In fact, this time around, she dominated and she won ahead of others. Well, congrats to Tobiloba Amusan. And also, Ese Brume won silver. She was able to jump 6.78 behind Malaika Melambo of Germany, who actually jumped 6.92. But I'm happy for the fact that these two ladies have been fantastic so far this season. They've been very, very outstanding. Just last week or thereabout, the same Tobiloba came second, and now they'll be going to Zurich to compete on Thursday also in the same category of hurdles and long jump. Ese Brume and Tobiloba Amusan, fantastic athletes so far this season, and we just have to appreciate what they have been doing. Jamajo, you agree with me that the two of them seems to be the one heralding the athletics performance from Nigeria?
Yeah, seriously, especially Tobi Amusan. This year has turned out to be her year. It's like 2021 in the world of athletics has been written for Tobi Amusan to come out and trash every single record that is in front of her. She's doing fantastically well. You can never deny that. After the Commonwealth Games and also yesterday, just look at the way she's performed. Everything that comes her way this year, it's like the Commonwealth Games motivated her to go ahead and keep on performing. It has raised the performance level very high. Her standards now have gone so high, so she's expected to perform in every single tournament that comes her way. She's doing very fantastic. And also Ese Brume, not leaving her behind. She's doing very, very well also after the Commonwealth Games right now. Every tournament also that comes her way, she always makes sure she fly the Nigerian flag very high and very close to Tobi Amusan. They are doing fantastically well, both of them this year. They are doing an incredible job for this country when it comes to athletics.
Good one, Jamajo. We want to appreciate you for joining us on the show. Thank you very much from Kaduna.
You're welcome.
Good one. Well, we've been talking with Ibrahim Jamajo, who has been giving us some analysis concerning Super Falcons. They played the first leg 4-0 against USA. It went in the favor of the USA, the national team. And this time around, we are hoping that the thrashing that happened in the first leg will be reduced. At least let's see how we can close the gap of performance from the Super Falcons, who right now will be ready to go. They'll be playing them on Tuesday in Washington, D.C., and hopefully they can get better. Well, they'll be playing at the World Cup. The two teams qualify for the World Cup. And we want to see our Super Falcons at their best, even though they came forth at the Women Cup of Nations here in Africa. But hopefully they will do better when it comes to the world internationally. They've won it 9 times, and at international level, people want to see them doing well. It has not been easy anytime they go international, but this time around, hopefully they can turn things around by the time they move straight down to Australia. Now, quickly, we'll be looking at another one that's with Nigerian ladies, the cricket under-19 T20 World Cup qualifier taking place in Gaborone, Botswana. Nigeria actually lost against Tanzania. They lost their first game against Rwanda, and the second one also against Tanzania by 115 runs in that game. Well, it's not going too much well for Nigeria right now. 2 games, and they lost it 2. They'll be facing Mozambique on Thursday to see if they can at least turn things around. They are trying to see if they can qualify for the World Under-19 T20 World Cup Series, and hopefully Nigeria can at least close the gap. But right now, 2 matches or 2 games, 2 losses for Nigeria. Well, hopefully they can do well at the Under-19 Women World Cup. Their qualifier taking place in Gaborone, Botswana. Now, talking about women, still talking about them now, but this time around we move straight to talk about volleyball. Under 19 African Volleyball Championship taking place in Abuja. We lost against Cameroon in the first game, and we also lost against Egypt. The second game, well, the 3 sets against Egypt. Right now, Nigeria will be standing, but just standing. I love watching as Cameroon and Egypt will be fighting for honors. Cameroon, they are defending champion in this competition, and they will be fighting against Egypt tonight, this evening. As we are speaking right now, that game is on between Egypt and Cameroon. Well, painful loss to Nigerian team on the 19 women. They lost to Cameroon, and they also lost to Egypt. The 3 nations compete at the African Under 19 Girls Championship in Abuja. Well, they're the best team win between Egypt and Cameroon. And this will be an eye-opener, at least for the volleyballers, to get their acts together. Nigeria really, we've been one of the first when it comes to this sport, but lately we need to get our acts together there. We've been looking at the volleyball. We also talk about the cricket, where Nigeria lost out. Now, quickly, we move straight to talk about matches that will be coming up in Spanish La Liga and also Italian Serie A. In La Liga, Santander, well, a lot of matches have been played during the weekend, but a match that is slated for today will be coming up there. Real Valladolid versus Almeria, the former team of Sadiq Umar. Sadiq Umar has since moved to join Real Sociedad, and he also banged in the goal just during the weekend. Good one for Sadiq Umar. And for Real Valladolid against Almeria is a match to watch, because the 2 teams will be fighting out to see who will win this particular game. Straight down to Italian Serie A, where 3 matches will be coming up also as we speak this evening. Monza versus Atalanta. Big one. Atalanta right now, they have been pushed down the pecking order. Salernitana, Empoli, and you have Torino and Lecce. Those are the teams that will be playing: Torino, Lecce, Salernitana, Empoli, and Monza versus Atalanta. And these particular fixtures will take us to look at how matches of the weekend also went, looking at the result that was played before the one that will be coming up today. Fiorentina against Juventus, 1-1. Good one for Fiorentina, able to hold their own against Juventus. AC Milan, they had their own against Inter Milan in a derby at the Giuseppe Meazza, the one they call San Siro, 3-2 there. Good one for AC Milan. Lazio, they lost against Napoli, 2-1. Cremonese against Sassuolo ended in a draw, though 0-0, no goal was scored. Spezia 2, Bologna 2. Good one for Anatovic, who was able to score for Bologna there. And Sampdoria 1, Hellas Verona 2, Udinese 4, 1-2-3-4 against Jose Mourinho-led team AS Roma. They went to sleep, as they are called, sleeping giant. They lost woefully against Udinese. Udoge really did well. Destiny Udoge did well for Udinese. They are a good one for them. It was a shocking result, although not on directly Udinese, but not up to 4-0 against AS Roma, who have been fantastic this season. But Jose Mourinho couldn't believe his eyes, as Destiny Udoge, Samavzic, Pedra, and also Lovric, they were all on scorer sheet to score 4 against the team called AS Roma, the sleeping giant. Well, that particular loss right now, looking at Jose Mourinho's face, you know that he's not a happy man, comparing what his lads did against Udinese, where they were walloped 4-0 in that particular encounter. Looking at the way the table is standing, Napoli are back to the top, dislodging Atalanta, who were there before this time. Now AC Milan, that win against Inter Milan has gotten them to second position as they stand with 11 points, the same point with Napoli, who are actually leading on goal difference of 8 against 5. You have Atalanta standing tall with 10 points. They will be playing tonight. You have Udinese right now standing 4th. AS Roma have been pushed down again to 5th position with 10 points. Although it's still open, it took early to call right now. Well, Juventus are 6th, Inter are 7th. Lazio are standing 8th on the log. And you have Torino, that's Ola Ina's team. Fiorentina are following them on 6.7 respectively. Well, Osimhen there. Well, good one for Nigerians playing Italy. They are trying their best. And you just have to appreciate the fact that these lads are really playing their hearts out when it comes to football. We've been looking at Italia as they are now. Quickly, let's look at German Bundesliga, at least how it went down during the week. Result of those matches that was played in Bundesliga, and we also look at the table where in the Bundesliga, Borussia Dortmund Dortmund pipped 1899 Hoffenheim by 1-0. Union Berlin, Bayern Munich ended in a draw, 1-0 draw there. Leverkusen 2, Freiburg 3. You have VfB Stuttgart playing 1-0 draw against Schalke 04. Bochum 1848, they lost at home against Werder Bremen, as FC Cologne also traveled away and they also won on the road 4-2 against Wolfsburg at the Volkswagen Arena. Eintracht Frankfurt, it was a walloping of RB Leipzig 1-2, 3-4 nils. Augsburg 0, Hertha Berlin, and the away team who actually picked the 3-point at stake on the road. Main Zone 5 also picked the 3-point at stake on the road against Borussia Mönchengladbach and also FC Augsburg. Transferring that to the way the table is standing after those matches were played, you look at the fact that, well, Bayern, they've been pushed down now. You have Freiburg, surprisingly, they are top of the table now after match day 5. 12 points with +5 goal difference ahead of Borussia Dortmund, who played their game at the Signal Iduna Park. They have 12 points +4. And you have FC Bayern Munich with 11. Union Berlin, 11 also. They are following suit there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you have on 5th position, FC Mainz 05, Cologne on 6th, Hoffenheim, Werder Bremen, Mönchengladbach, Eintracht Frankfurt, Leipzig, Stuttgart in that pecking order. From the bottom of the table is VfL Bochum with 1848 as the attack. They are standing 18 on the log. Wolfsburg, Augsburg, Schalke 04, Bayern Leverkusen, Hertha Berlin, and VfB Stuttgart standing 11 at 12. That's Leipzig on 11, and you have Stuttgart on 12. Top scorers, you have Geraldo Becker, 5 goals for Union Berlin. Outstanding performance for the Berlin player, Niklas Füllkrug with Werder Bremen, also 5 goals. Christopher Nkunku of Leipzig, and you have Sadio Mane of Bayern Munich with 3 goals. You have Jamal Musiala, who played for Bayern Munich, also with 3 goals. Those are the top scorers in the German Bundesliga as it went down during the weekend. Just giving you a wrap of it, and we go French now. French League 1, good one for Paris Saint-Germain. They were able to win away. They picked the 3 points on the road, and they were also able to win by 3 goals only against Nantes. Simon Moses' team, good one for PSG, Mbappe, and also you have to look at Lyon. They walloped Angers 5-0. Good one for Lyon there to celebrate the birthday of one of their own. Auxerre lost at home against Olympique Marseille 2-0. And you have Strasbourg playing 1-0 draw against Brest. Ajaccio, they lost against Lorient, where our own Terem Murphy plays straight. Reims 1, Lens 1, Troyes 1. And you have Reims also pulling one back, while Monaco, they pipped OGC Nice by a lone goal there as Clermont defeated Toulouse in their own game to win 3 points at stake. Looking at the table right now in the French League 1, you have Paris Saint-Germain. Well, they won that game 3-0 and they got the 3 points at stake. 16 points after playing their match round 6. That's match day 6, followed by Marseille. They have also 16 points on goal difference of 10. PSG, so far, this is the rally round to score 20 goals. What a forward attacking style of football. And you have Lyon with 10 goals, that 10-goal difference, 13 points, followed by Lens, Montpellier, Reims in that pecking order of 3, 4, 5, and 6. 7, 8, 9 belongs to Lorient, Lille, and Auxerre. 10th, Nantes are standing 10 there. 11, 12, 13. You have Troyes, Clermont, and Toulouse, Reims, Nice, Monaco, Strasbourg, Angers, and Ajaccio are bottom of the table with a -6 goal difference in that pecking order. French League 1 as it ended just over the weekend, and we also roll out the matches that will be coming up this evening in Italia Serie A and also Spanish La Liga. Quickly, we move straight to talk about some, despite the fact that transfers actually has closed in some nations, it's still open in some areas, like Turkey. Turkey's own will be closing next week, and right now Galatasaray are closing in on Turkey defender Kagla Soyuncu. They want to get him before next week's transfer deadline. They want to really move in to really get this player, a defender. They want to get him back home to play for Galatasaray, and it will be a nice one if they can get Kagla Soyuncu, outstanding defender, and now they are really working towards getting Soyuncu there. And we quickly talk about Juventus will make move for Liverpool forward Roberto Firmino. That will be in January. according to news reaching us, that Firmino will be the player that Juventus will be running after. They are not giving up. They almost got him before the transfer window closed, and now they will up that game again against Liverpool to see how they can get the forward Roberto Firmino, this Brazilian. Leeds United to return for PSV Eindhoven forward Cody Gakpo in January. They were really close to this last time, but they couldn't get him as the race was on between them, Leeds United, Southampton, even Manchester United. They all gone for this player. Outstanding PSV Eindhoven forward Cody Gakpo right now generating interest from Leeds United again as they'll be coming for him. But right now, let's go the Blues. Chelsea. They need a sporting director, and from the way it is, it could be the ex-Barcelona defender Maxwell, between him and former Liverpool player Michael Edwards on Chelsea's sporting directors list. The two of them are vying for this particular position, and it could actually drop on any one of them's lap. Well, it's open for the two of them, as Chelsea actually named the two as the one they will be appointing. One of them will be getting the nod to become sporting director after the lady Gravnaska left Chelsea. Todd Bowley, the owner of Chelsea right now, have been looking for a new sporting director to see how he can do a good job by getting players for that team. Well, that would be a nice one. Whoever they appoint out of the two, they know they are onions between Maxwell and Michael Edwards. Let the best candidate be picked for sporting director of Chelsea. Todd Bowley trying to make some statement there. And before we go, let's look at three Nigerian players. Right now, they've been signed by Yanga SC Princess of Tanzania. They'll be playing their matches right now for the Tanzania team, starting from Blessing Unko. Blessing Unko right now has joined them right now from Sunshine Queens of Akure. He moves to join Yanga SC Princess of Tanzania. Right now, they'll be learning some Swahili to play football. They are a good one for Blessing Unko. And also, not forgetting another one, Chioma Wogu. Chioma Wogu also joined this team called Yanga Princess that plays for that play in Tanzanian Women's League there. The third one is Seiki Atinuke Mary. Seiki also joined them right now. The team called Yanga SC Princess right now have acquired these three Nigerian players. Blessing Unko, not forgetting Chioma Wogu, and also Seiki Atinuke Mary to be at least be part of the deal that will be seeing that team playing in the next league season over there in Tanzania Women League. Congrats to the three Nigerians as they will be speaking Swahili with their feet, and at least let them see what they can do to up their game from Nigeria. That will be it. At least we've run through some stories for you. Matches will be on, and Champions League is back. We'll be taking that. That will be on Tuesday. A lot of stories coming here and there. We just have to go now. Our time is always against, so you just have to run. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Special thanks to Naziru Jamajo from Kaduna. We want to appreciate you for joining us on the program. Sport is always business and fitness. Well, thanks for watching.